Hello everyone. So today we'll be starting with squares and cubes. And in the last class, we have done multiplication. So in the same way, I'll tell you a trick also, and I'll tell you a concepts also of squares and cubes. Okay. So let's go ahead and yeah. So let's go ahead with squares and cubes. And first of all, before beginning, I just wanted to tell you about exponents and powers, right? So you guys must be knowing what are exponents and what are powers. Okay, so suppose if I write a number like this here, 2 to the power 4. Yeah. So what you have here is the number which you have, right? This number is called as base, right? And the number which you have on the superscript, the up above it, you call it as power. Okay. So there are base or power. This power only you call it as exponent. Now, what does this mean? This means that 2 to the power 4 means that 2 multiplied by itself 4 times, right? So power is what? How many times? How many times base is multiplied by itself, right? Base is multiplied by itself. That's what power is. Okay. So suppose if I have 2 to the power 4, so that will mean 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? Suppose if I have, say, 5 to the power c, so that will mean 5 times 5 times 5, right? 5 I have to multiply itself 3 times. Okay. Now, if this power is 3 of any number, we call it square, right? Suppose if I write 4 square, right? So when power is 2, I call it as square, right? And that will mean number is multiplied by itself 2 times. Okay. Now, suppose if I have, say, 3 cube, right? So this 3, I call it as cube. Okay. And what will this mean? That 3 is multiplied by itself 3 times. So in geometric term, power 2 or square is actually the area of a square whose side is actually equal to the base length, that is 4 here. Okay. And cube is actually the volume whose side was 3. Whatever your base, that becomes its edge. Okay. But yeah, in area you have units also. Here you do not have units. Okay. So square, suppose if I have, say, 4 squares, so means 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay. So 4 like this and 4 like this. So actually it would be 16. It represents the area of a square that has edge as 4. Same way volume it represent when I take 3 cubes. So it's actually 3 like this, 3 height, 3 width and 3 length. So 3 cube, 3 here represent exponent 3 here represent cube, and 3 is also the edge. Okay. Now generally you guys must remember the square and cube still uh 10, right? For lower classes and higher classes, obviously you guys have to remember till 20. So let's write them. So 1 square is actually how much? 1 multiplied by itself 2 times. So that would be 1 time 1, and that will give you 1. And 1 cube will be 1 multiplied by itself 3 times, and that would also be 1. Similarly, 2 square will be 2 multiplied by itself 2 times. That will give you 4. And 2 cube will be 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, right? So that will give you 8. Same way, 3 square is what? 3 multiplied by itself 2 times. So that will give you 9. And 3 cube will be what? 3 times 3 times 3. That will give you 27. Same way, 4 square would be 4 multiplied by itself 2 times. That will give you 16. And 4 cube will be 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. That will give you 64. Rest the number more than this, the cubes are written over here. Okay. Now let's go ahead and learn some trick. Okay. So what is that trick? I'll tell you how to take out the squares of a number. Right. So suppose if I have 46 square, let's learn it with the help of example, right? So the first thing you have to do is that I'll be using, if you guys must be knowing, a plus b whole square formula. Those who don't know, just understand it, right? So find tens digit square, right? Find tens digit. If you got hundreds digit, like there are 3 terms, then you have to find hundred digit square. So find tens digit square first. Okay. So that will be equal to 4 square, here 16, right? Every time you'll be adding with the help of a carryover. As I told you, how we added multiplication. We take tens digit of the other number and add it fully to the previous number, if you remember. Okay. So now 2 times you have to do 2 times of tens digit, right? And ones digit. Okay. 2 times of tens digit times 1 digit, right? So like here, 4 and 6 are tens and 1. So I'll do 2 times 4 times 6. How much it gives you? 48. This 48, I'll add it, right? This 48, I'll add it to the previous number. I was 16 already. 48, I will add it to the 48 tens digit, I'll add it to the previous number, right? So 16 and then 4 added to it. So how much it becomes? 20. So I got 208. If you remember, I added only tens digit fully to the previous number, right? Then what I have to do, find the units digit square, right? Find the units digit square and add it in the same way. Okay. So how much it would be? 6 square, that will be equal to 36. Again, I'll add 36 into 208. I have 36. You guys know how to add it fully to the previous number. So it becomes 200 and 2116. That is your answer. Okay. So it looks, lengthier, but it's really very easy, right? Okay, now let us try to add 36, right? Let us try to find out the square of 36. So 3 square, you have 9. Then you have to add, do 2 times 3 times 6. So 6 times 6 gives you 36, right? This thing you'll take added fully to the previous number. So you got 126, right? And then you have 6 square. That gives you again 36. Take it, add it to the fully to the previous number. So you get how much? 1296. That is what your answer. Okay. So that is how you can go ahead and do this, right? So in the comment box, you guys will tell me 37 square. Awesome. Now let us try to find a square of a number which are ending with 5. This is a much more simpler trick. Okay. Suppose if you have these numbers, say, 45 square, right? Or you have 35 square. Okay. And you have 85 square. Okay. How you have to do? Take the number after that, whatever there in the tens digit, multiply it, and 5 square will be 25. You'll add it in there, right? So what is after 4? 5. So I'll do 4 times 5. That will give me 20. And 5 square is 25. That I'll keep here, right? So at the end, it will be always ending with 25. The other two numbers will be what? The tens digit number multiplied by the number after it. That's it. So 3 times 4 gives you 12, and 5 square is 25. Again, 8, number after 8 is 9. So 8 times 9 gives you 72. 5 square is to 7225, right? So this is what you have to do. In comment box, you'll be telling me 95 square as well as 65 square. So this was it. I hope you guys liked it. Okay.